It's about time.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Crate Entertainment. Now you may not know this, but when it comes to videos on YouTube, I am approaching 3,000. And there is one game I have literally never covered on YouTube, and that is Grim Dawn 2. This is the first video I am ever making because we finally have news on this title, and I think people are going to be very excited for it. Now, before we jump into that, and huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Instant Gaming. Now, as we know, games are not getting cheaper. If anything, they're getting way more expensive, and Instant Gaming is here to help. With over 15,000 discounted games and entertainment products, all keys come from original trusted sources, not a marketplace. Right now, the game I am currently playing, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, potentially a Game of the Year candidate, you can get for 42% off or $33.11. Incredible deal. And you could trust Instant Gaming. Currently has a 4.7 Trustpilot rating from over 754,000 reviewers. Save big on the best deals in gaming with Instant Gaming. First link in the description, or checked out the pinned comment if you want to head over to Instant Gaming, and huge shout out for sponsoring today's video. Now, in order to understand what's happening with Grim Dawn 2, we need to talk about Crate Entertainment. We need to talk about their games, their development, and what they currently have planned. Shouldn't be a long video. Follow me down the rabbit hole for a second, okay? Right now we are on Crate Entertainment's official website, and obviously they gave us Grim Dawn. They gave us 3 DLCs for Grim Dawn. They gave us Farthest Frontier, which is currently in early access, and they are currently working on the 4th DLC for Grim Dawn, Fangs of Astrakan. All right. Now, what a lot of people don't know, most people know that. What a lot of people don't know is they're also working on an RTS. And I'm sorry, hopefully this doesn't blind you. This is an article from over a year ago on PC Gamer. The RTS genre will never be mainstream unless you change it. Until it's no longer the kind of RTS I want to play, says Crate Entertainment CEO. Listen to this. Crate isn't trying to crack the code to making mainstream RTS mega hit. Real-time strategy is a nerd genre. Crate Entertainment CEO Arthur Bruno joked in a recent interview with PC Gamer, and he accepts the limited audience that implies. The idea that a classical style RTS don't appeal to the biggest possible audience today is widely accepted and common knowledge. It's the reason game publishers have been somewhat RTS averse since the golden age of the 90s and the 2000s. During our chat, Bruno recalled how his plans to make a new RTS game were met with groans during a meeting with a certain well-known holding company. All right, so Crate Entertainment, Grim Dawn, 3 DLCs, new DLC coming, Farthest Frontier in early access, and developing a new RTS. All right, Aaron, what the hell does this have to do with Grim Dawn 2? Moving on to this post. Now, I just want to say thank you to a friend of mine, Wrecked by Protoss. I raided him today on Twitch after my stream. We were chatting for a little bit, and he shared this. Now, this isn't on their, well, it is now, but this was not posted by Crate on their official forums. This was not posted via Grim Misadventure or Discord. This was a conversation that somebody found on their Facebook page. Conversation on the Crate Entertainment Facebook page. I couldn't believe it. All right. And this is like a cut up conversation, so it's not going to make a lot of sense. I'll fill in the blanks. The totally new engine we've developed for the RTS will also be used for Grim Dawn 2, which we hope to start soon after FOA releases. It's going to allow us to really up the quality of the graphics. And what they're talking about for FOA is Fangs of Astrakan. Now, I will say this dropped 10 days ago. This is a developer update from Crate Entertainment, and they're talking about the scope for the new DLC for Grim Dawn. It's going to be absolutely massive. It's going to be the biggest expansion they've ever put into the game. But it looks like, I think it's written down here, that they could actually see it slip to spring 2026. Which means most likely, if that is in the post, that's what they expect. So potentially 2026 for Fangs of Astrakan. All right? Follow me more. Well, Farthest Frontier has so far outperformed Grim Dawn. It sold about 3x the number of copies in early access and has 5x the wish list Grim Dawn did prior to 1.0. So I can't say it seems like a waste of money because Farthest Frontier has done so well. It has allowed us to grow the team, given us time to develop a totally new engine, and that means Grim Dawn 2 will be bigger and better than it could have been if we had started it right away. So the conversation that they are having is, why didn't you just immediately start on Grim Dawn 2 instead of going to this Farthest Frontier town builder? Like, what a waste of money, what a waste of time. Stupid, give us Grim Dawn 2. And Crate Entertainment is very respectfully saying, literally, you probably wouldn't get Grim Dawn 2 if it wasn't for Farthest Frontier, because it's absolutely crushing in sales. All right, we continue. I'm pleased to say last year we finished the work on our new engine for the RTS. Remember, this is posted literally what? Very recently, okay? So the RTS engine is done, which will be used for Grim Dawn 2. Sorry that hasn't started just yet, but we will be starting it soon. We recently hired Jason Huck, who was a game designer on Lead StarCraft 2, to help with the campaign, along with the engineer who did a lot of the pathing and unit movement on Stormgate. So they're bringing in StarCraft 2 and Stormgate for the new RTS. The tech is fairly far along. We just need to wrap up Fangs of Astracon so we start to work on the art. Final little post here. Grim Dawn 2 development is set to start next year, 2026. Based off the brand new engine we've developed from our RTS project. Okay, Aaron, why is this a big deal? Well, other than talking about in one Reddit post, I believe in one sentence, the mention from Crate Entertainment on any of their official forums, even just writing Grim Dawn 2, has never been seen. So, one, what does this confirm? It confirms Grim Dawn 2 is absolutely going to happen, and they are planning for it and is soon to be in active development. So, God willing, in our lifetime, we will have a Grim Dawn 2, which is very, very exciting. We also know it's going to be on a brand new engine, and it's going to bring way better quality of graphics and performance. So, all of that is really, really exciting. Now, the bad news, okay? Fangs of Astracon is coming in 2026. Farthest Frontier is currently in early access. They need to get it to 1.0, and we know both of those games are also going to need updates and bug fixes and constantly work on them to get them to their completed state. They also need to finish this new RTS that they're working on, which we literally know nothing about other than they've hired a couple developers and engineers from StarCraft 2 and Stormgate. Now, once Fangs of Astracon is done, once Farthest Frontier is out, once this RTS is cooking, then they will likely start the development of Grim Dawn 2, which means, Aaron, realistically, when will we have this game in our hands? I would venture to guess early access, Grim Dawn 2, something you can actually play 2030. That's my guess. If you were like, hey, you have to bet $10 million, when does Grim Dawn 2 1.0 release? I would say 2032. That is my honest guess. I know that sounds crazy and it's kind of sad to hear, but I don't know. Maybe they already have the campaign fully planned out. Maybe they have all the classes planned out. Maybe they know exactly what they're going to do and they're already preparing it. I don't know, but you know, these games take absolutely forever. And in a project like Grim Dawn 2, I mean, this is something that Crate Entertainment can hang their hat on forever, especially if they want to switch their designs to a live service model like Last Epoch, like Torchlight, like Diablo, like Path of Exile. So they get that constant revenue stream, which is what they should probably do. But anyways, that's the video. Grim Dawn 2 officially announced. Development starts next year on a brand new engine. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you excited for this? Is it happy news / sad news? Let me know your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I've earned it. We are less than 500 subscribers away from 100,000, so I'd really appreciate it if you hit that button. Check out my new website, actionrpg.com, for the future lists of games. We literally just added Grim Dawn 2 for it, knowing this is a game that we are absolutely going to cover. Right now, we've got multiple games on the site, event calendar, news calendar. It's really, really coming along, so check out the new website. I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.